Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. So, today we're looking at checking out the new patch. As you can see, things have changed up a little bit. We now go up to 9 on our HUD bar, and that takes us to boarding. Now, I haven't actually had a chance to test the boarding yet, as I was having some issues with getting some of the smaller ships I was testing it on to cooperate. So we're going to go up against a larger vessel here. Try and sink some of the others that are more problematic before we move on and try and capture whatever's left over. In any case, repair systems changed up again as well. So we now have 3 repairs to be used across repairing ship and sails. That's total. There's a free surgeon repair, which I think has a cooldown of 20 minutes, and the standard module repair, of course, which is 10 minutes, at least in this ship. And you can use repairs consecutively, so there's no cooldown on repairs anymore, but you're limited to 3 per battle. Gonna move in here, probably try to use double shot, see if we can get that to work for us. Survival gunnery still there. Now, what boarding does? Boarding takes you. It's like an option: sailing, gunnery, survival, boarding, and it charges up to 100, and then presumably you're able to board. However, one of those things that I think I understand the theory of it, I just haven't gotten it to work yet. And yeah, hopefully doing it on some similar-ish sized ships in the form of these frigates will make things go a little bit more smoothly. It is risky, of course, and that's kind of interesting because you won't. If you switch back to survival, or gunnery, or sailing, you reset your progress in preparation for boarding. So it's now a lot more difficult. And if you're worried about fires or something like that, well, it's going to stack up and become rather worrying. So I'm trying to get in here real close and just pop a full broadside into them. Give it as much time as it needs to settle. And just wait for them to get into an optimal position. We can afford to take some hits from a bell pull here. There's a little feature which has been added to the compass as well. I haven't actually read up on what this is yet. The little number degree symbol. I'll look into that a bit later on. Okay, that's about right. It's quite reasonable. We got a very good position to start with, of course, having them all upwind of us. And we can just take our time working our way up there. I'm not in any great rush. I'm going to focus on taking these ships out one at a time, making sure that we don't miss out on anything major. Down, sailed clean over it. Those the carronades at the front are so high up. Still, we should get a lovely little broadside here. We'll hopefully even get them to pop a repair. As far as I can tell, I still just have the single repair, which is very workable. Yep, there it goes. What would we like to capture? Potentially the Renommee? I'm taking out the Bellpool just because it's the closest to us. No real... I know I'm not really aiming for what's most expensive. And it'll be more convenient for us if we take out the frigate and then just board the Renommee. Provided, of course, our crew's still intact. I think 240 is quite a reasonable amount to try to capture. Though we'll see. Yeah, to check out the new boarding system. Look at what's in place. All that jazz. And while we are more manoeuvrable, now that we're up to 70% crew, basically, we still have trouble in all sorts of ways. We should probably actually switch ourselves up to sailing. I like our reloads too much. Alright, so we'll be able to pop the frigate here quite handily. Maybe not as handily as we'd like. We'll wait until it's finished its turn. Try and get as few ricochets here as possible. Also... oh no, it just fired off a few single shots. I thought it looked like it had some cannons missing due to the number of guns that were showing up. That's Bellpool damage against a frigate for you. Very, very powerful. Bellpool looks like it's on its way down a little bit, maybe. Just have to be careful of the number of cannons that we have left. We're already down quite a few. Alright, there goes the frigate. Oh no, wait, they probably haven't used their repair yet, have they? Rats. Oh no, looks like they did use them. Well, with things in hand and our 2 enemy ships probably sinking momentarily, we can start getting ready to board. As you can see, boarding preparation's about 1 a second. So you're looking at 100 seconds. Pop our repair module. See if we can get ourselves spun around. We'll need to finish off the frigate. They hadn't actually used their repair. I was looking at the bell pull when I checked that. So, I'm a little bit dubious as to how we're going to stop this ship until we did that. That might let us board them if we can slow them down on this turn sufficiently. Oh, interestingly, our leaks got plugged up, so there must be some element of, I guess, repair when you're boarding an enemy ship. Still going on. There we go! We might get very lucky here. Okay, so, well, so we've got brace. So I'm going to fire deck guns. There we go. So there's a cooldown, there's reloading, there's reaction, there's morale, there's preparation. Ooh. Kick into a musket volley. Okay. So things seem to have a bit more of a swing to them. I see, and you also have degrees of preparation. Different things cost different amounts. So they're just picking off some of our crew as we're defending. Right, well, our deck guns seem to be doing the best. We'll try some of those, see how that works out. Quite reasonable. It's telling us... Alright, so everything seems to be measured in muskets. We don't have any melee specialty, we don't have any firepower or marines. So we probably want to look at acquiring ourselves some marines if we want to keep doing this, because that's not going too well for us. I'm just going to brace, see how much it actually uses up. Wait. Oh, looks like we've had some sort of issue, or we've run out of preparation. Boarding interrupted. Okay. So, we ran out of preparation, so we need to wait and re-prep for boarding. At least so it would seem. I'm going to pop a repair while we're here. And do the surgeon as well. Try and get some numbers back up. Okay. So we only got to 50 this time. We can go back in. I'm just going to go all out attack. Try and just overwhelm them, I think. Oh, there we go. So we've got some melee back up. Though we've lost some muskets. Hey, there we go. Boarding 1. Escape to close. Alright. Let's go sink this frigate. Actually pop our... There we go. Wait, did we accidentally use 2 ship repairs? Rats. So, that's the new boarding system. Seems very complicated. And we'll have to look at acquiring some resources that are going to assist in that so we can look at it further. Ideally, marine complements, that sort of jazz. And that should be the end of the frigate, at least ideally. Don't need to go back onto boarding, I think. So as you can see, we're up to 70 board preparation here. The green bar is showing that we're changing up to gunnery, or the red bar I should say, and now that it's green, there goes our boarding prep. So boarding, a lot riskier than previously established. I think this is a good thing. Overall, boarding was very, very strong and could be, to a degree, abused. If you had a larger ship, you could essentially just, right, I'm taking your ship. Not much you could do about it. Whereas at least there's a bit of a risk to it and a bit of time leading up to it. You lose out on other aspects. But let's see how that battle went. It was a Renome, a Belle Poule, and a frigate, and we captured the Renome. Whoa! Whoa! Hold up there. That's actually quite a reasonable amount of money. Stone planking, no one cares. You send to outpost. Cook Bakar, sure, why not? Wow, that's good. That's quite reasonable and makes up for the like 4,000, 5,000 we spent on repairs, and the probably another 2,000 we're going to have to spend fixing this all up. So, overall, it's quite an interesting little system. I'll be interested to see kind of how it progresses in the next couple of weeks. And while it's, still very strong, of course, and it does favour your larger ships, you do have to sacrifice something to try it out. So you're probably not going to be able to do it just automatically. It seems like it's a bit stronger as well, grabbing onto someone. I should have been paying a bit more attention to the speeds, but it looks like you can do it when things are moving a bit faster, which is good to a degree. But yeah, I'm interested to see it in action. I can't imagine players doing it to each other very much unless it's a one-on-one, certainly not in the middle of battle, which wasn't uncommon in previous boarding systems. So that's a thing. Definitely a thing. Alright, well, we'll take a break for the moment and come back when we've got something interesting going on. Actually, I'll wait until we're in Cork and have a look at our repair costs. Potentially purchase a couple more repair kits and see if there's any interesting little upgrades. Also check out how much we can sell that Renome for, see what guns we got offered. Probably hold on to those guns separately. Not that there's too much call for it. Guns aren't that expensive. Or they weren't, actually. I think there's been some price adjustments since I last played. So I had a look at the broadening system very, very briefly yesterday, but I wasn't really able to record due to my voice. And today, it's a bit better. So I figured we'll test it out. And it seems to have worked out quite nicely. I was trying to do it against smaller ships and they just kept scooting out of our range. So, Renome, what can you do for us? 3,000 money. Some cannons. Not terrible, not great. May look at selling that in the future. Probably shouldn't have actually sent it here because I'm not overly keen on selling it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, just sell away. Now, what was our repair cost in the Bologna? Only 1,000. Not too shabby at all. And I'd like to get at least 4 more repair kits. Take us up to, there we go, 20 repair kits. So if we do end up going out for an extended trip, which we admittedly haven't done in a while, we shouldn't run short. I always like to have a bit of a surplus there. Especially now that you can use more in quick succession. Alright, well, now we'll wrap it up here for today, I think. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know, and please consider liking, commenting, favouriting, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.